Kunal, let's go across to you first. The market continues to decline, extending the losses from last week. Tell us, in light of all of that and what we are seeing, what you are expected to see, what are your high risk and low risk ideas today?
So good morning, Mubina. Yes, more or less in line with the thought process which I had for Friday as well as today morning, that the 15,000 mark and the 36,000 mark on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty respectively are acting as major hurdle points, because that's where there is a huge amount of concentration of option writers on both of these key indices. So I think that those strikes and those levels could remain as short-term hurdles for the indices. However, I think the action is being very very stock specific, and especially towards the mid cap names. So in terms of stocks, I'll suggest a couple of buy names. The first one which I'm suggesting is Balkrishna Industries. Now the stock has already corrected more than 300 rupees approximately from its previous 2 month back swing highs. It's now come back to a strong support zone. And I think what's actually being happening for many of the stocks is the ones which have been beaten down earlier are the ones which are seeing a bout of recovery, and the stronger ones are the ones which are going through a corrective phase. So I think Balkrishna Industries could resume its upward trajectory from current levels as well, expecting a near-term bounce towards 1650 levels for the stock, and that's the target range. Stop loss to be kept at 1510. The second one which I'm suggesting is a more of a mid-cap, a high beta stock. It's about Snowman Logistics. That stock forming a bullish flag pattern on the short-term time frame charts. Again, one of the few names which has corrected more than 30%, 35% in the previous 2-3 months. So I think the formation of this bullish flag pattern could probably result into a strong breakout for upside in the very very near term. So more of I would say a high risk, rather a contra play for Snowman as well from current levels, expecting a target of approximately 64, and stop loss could be kept at 46.
Okay, Rajesh, what are your ideas for the day? I believe you have two medium risk bets. So if you could talk about the fundamentals of those stocks.
See, Rubinam, there are a hell lot of companies out of Nifty which are doing very well. I think mid-cap stocks are going to do well in the medium term, despite the fact that we might see some sort of consolidation in the indices. So hence we recommend these two stocks. The first one would be Motherson Sumi system with a target of 250 odd rupees in the next 1 or 2 quarters. This company has top clients and has client lists like Audi, Volkswagen, Daimler as their clients. Q3 numbers were very strong with consolidated PAT jumping by around 4 times. Revenue was up by 14%, margins improved. And the best part is that they have a strong order book, out of which 21% of that order book consists of the EV side, that's the upcoming side, the electric vehicles. And the management has shown confidence that they are going to reduce debt as and when they are having some money. So all things point out to a positive future. In the near future, we believe 250 would be a reasonable target. And the second one would be Aditya Birla Capital with a target of 120 first, and the next target would be 150. These are two targets of medium term and a longer term. For the past 4-6 quarters has been very bad for the company due to some big ticket loans going bad, asset quality stress. But in the recent times, we have seen Q3 numbers being very good. Bottom line went up by around 15%. Margins went up. We have seen healthy performance from not only from housing finance but also AMC business. Even the LI has done very well. Distribution is doing well. Most businesses are doing well. They have a good AMC, good insurance business, good stock broking. It's the entire gamut of NBFC product. And with the kind of valuation we are seeing in the peer group companies, we think some of part valuations are very high. But for a medium term, we give a target of 120 and 150.